Let me ask you something. How do you know if you should keep going or if it's time to pivot? Because this right here, this is where most entrepreneurs lose. They either quit too early, stay stuck way too long, or they pivot so often they never give anything a real shot. It's like starting over every single week. And what makes this even harder as believers is this. You're not just asking, does this work? You're asking, is this what God is calling me to? I see three types of people: the quitters, the grinders who stay stuck, and the pivot addicts. And the pivot addicts are the sneakiest because it feels productive. They have a new idea, a new strategy, new offer, new direction. This is the one. I can feel it. 2 weeks later, okay, wait, this is the one. At some point, you're not building momentum. You're just collecting fresh starts. And here's the hard truth. Some of you don't need another strategy. You need to stop quitting on the last one. Some of you don't have a business problem. You have commitment issues. Every time it gets hard, suddenly there's a better opportunity. It's like business speed dating. You're like, this funnel looks amazing. Oh, wait, this strategy is easier. Hold on, this guy said organic is dead. Actually, no, ads are the move. Meanwhile, nothing has enough time to actually work. You didn't fail the strategy. You just broke up with it too early. And if we're being honest, sometimes we even dress it up spiritually. Well, I'm just praying about pivot. But really, we're just trying to escape the discomfort of staying consistent. Think about success like a dam holding back water. Every rep, every post, every conversation adds pressure. But for a while, nothing happens. This is where most people panic. They think, it's not working. So what do? They pivot. And every time you pivot too early, you release all that pressure you just built. You don't need a new dam. You needed more water behind the one you had. Your breakthrough is probably sitting on the other side of the thing you almost pivoted away from. Some of you are closer than you think, but you keep resetting your progress. You're doing the right things, just not long enough. This is where faith really matters, because obedience doesn't always come with immediate results. Sometimes God gives you the assignment and then asks, will you stay faithful when it's quiet? When there's no validation, no traction, no visible fruit yet, will you keep showing up? The people who win, they're not just disciplined, they're anchored. They know what they were called to build and they stay with it. But let's be real, not everything deserves more time. Some of you are grinding hard in the wrong direction, wrong audience, wrong offer, wrong message, and no amount of consistency fixes that. Can't outwork misalignment. That's like pressing the gas harder while driving the wrong way. And this is where prayer and discernment come in. Because sometimes the pivot isn't quitting, it's actually obedience. It's God redirecting you. Not because you failed, but because you were never meant to stay there. So, how do you know the difference? Here's a simple filter. You're probably pivoting too early if you're jumping every few weeks. You haven't given something real reps, or you're chasing just what looks easier. And you probably need to pivot if there's zero signal after you've given real effort, or people are just confused by what you do, or you feel constant friction and misalignment, or in prayer, you keep feeling that check in your spirit. So here's the key. Don't pivot because it's uncomfortable. Pivot because it's incorrect. And don't stay the course just because you started it. Stay because you're called to it. At the end of the day, you don't win by constantly starting over. You win by choosing the right direction and staying with it long enough to build momentum. So ask yourself, am I building pressure or am I resetting it? Because if you keep starting over, you'll always feel busy, but you'll never feel momentum. If you need to help getting clear on that, that's exactly what we do inside Goal Getting. We help you lock in the goal, stay focused, and follow through with clarity, structure, and support. Because breakthrough doesn't come from starting over. It comes from staying the course long enough to win. As I always say, keep moving forward. Let me ask you something. How many goals have you set that just slowly faded out? It's not because you lack motivation. It's not because you're lazy. It's because you don't have a system for execution. That's exactly why we built the Goal Getting app, the execution system for Christian entrepreneurs who are done drifting. Inside the app, you don't juggle 10 goals. You lock in one clear 90-day focus. Then we help you break it into weekly needle moving actions, stay consistent with daily execution, and actually follow through, even when life gets busy. This isn't about doing more, it's about finally finishing what you start. Clarity, execution, momentum. If you're ready to stop drifting and actually move forward, go to goalgetting.app/reset and lock in your next 90 days today.